safe. Simple thing was just run at them. Quick battle hunger, extra movement speed, and just look for a couple of lucky spins. On the Elder Titan, okay, that's an early Maledict point. You do have the car still available. As Elder Titan will run up a little bit further, Fly stays on his back. There goes your cask. Elder Titan, he's still a very tanky hero, but the bounce back over, he'll drop down low, but the malediction was not enough.
Yeah, he didn't miss up.
Wait, Fly, he's not done. He is not done. He was coming over to the camp. He may just be here for a denial, but then ET lets the Spirit fly over. He gets the kill with just the Spirit. Oh no. All he wanted to do was farm and deny himself up to get back to base more efficiently, and the ET just slips the Spirit over, and first blood belongs to TNC.
More to the trade-off of sending the axe to the lane at the start. Or
Bottom lane.
Jungling.
Goodbye, Demon. Just behind that tier 2 tower, maybe it's not enough. Moon thought he had it, and now he's in way too deep. TNC, they wait for the call. Remember, they've still got a Culling Blade. This will guarantee the kill before the time walk up, but he goes into the tree lines. The stomp, perfectly read from the ET. Moon thought he had a get out of jail free card, but there's your Culling Blade. There's still 3 players killing off an over-aggressive Faceless Void under a tier 3 tower. The live stealer gets a solo kill on the Witch Doctor up on the top lane. Yeah, they use the scan. They don't see anyone behind OG.
And with the scan, with lots of elimination, they have to be.
They send the PL. They send the PL in through the front, trying to bait the movement forward. Nortel, give me the primary objective. There's your jump in already with a follow-up stun. The Spirit for the stomp. PL will find the kill. Stonegate to turn off the Medusa with Moon's control and that Death Ward. It reaches up to the Phantom Lander. He's got Doppelganger. This will buy a little bit of time to back out the tier 2 tower while Raven hunting the supports in the back line. He finds Fly raging up. You'll find that kill on the Witch Doctor with the Spirit down as well. Raven may just have enough space with a follow-up stomp to find a different target, but who does he want? You can ask Culling Blade behind the lines, so there's even more heroes going out for OG. Miracle starts his TP out, there's no more stuns, but you do have that blink plus call up right now for the axe. He blinked into the pit, same with the stomp, but they predicted wrong. Moon was
an OG, and again,
Dire's top
contest
tower
for
is
Roche.
under attack.
They're wrapping around. OG come down to Roshan. Moon's probably going to be the easiest target to start on.
How do TNC want to have the upper hand position?
They just keep doing it every time. The land flies down. The jump from Max. They missed the timing. The stomp as well. The Stonegate turns off from Miracle. Splits this find in 2 different parts. Raven's the main one. They have to try and save him. The axe is ready to go back in again for another call. Raven needs to toggle his way through. He just can't do it. The damage is too much. The Death Ward from Fly keeping TNC out of the choke point of the stairs. And this will allow OG to move over Roshan. A big fight for them. The fact they took it without Chronosphere of base against OG. Where something could go right for him. We've got an Invis Cuckoo. Pick an Invis rune, then got a Life Stealer infested inside of him. Just hoping for one easy pick. He'll walk into the middle of OG. No detection. They just instantly jump on Fly. They won't find that kill, but they do move up the crit. Stonegate's triggered by a Miracle, and now in they come. The Chronosphere on the back lines, keeping the other Titan down. The Faceless Void does have the damage, especially when you get the call. Moon may be in a lot of trouble here. Surrounded by 4 heroes, they get the stun. Back into the river. Cuckoo still keeps battling. He brought down Fly. OG are in trouble. Cuckoo can't Doppelganger himself away from this one, but the axe, a blink double call. They got extra health. The swap back. They want Nortel. They want that Drone Ranger gone. Now they can deal with the impenetrable Miracle. No stuns. The call too far away for the axe. And there's 4 for a 1 trade-off. You lose your PL, but that's a huge fight for TNC. Not even have to start attacking him. Roshan already down to 5.5k life. But TNC, they gotta put the pedal to the metal to get to the pit in time. 2k, almost 1k now. The Spirit comes in, look for the ET classic stomp, but it doesn't have any real effect. The axe will jump in. They instantly explode Moon, moving to Nortel. He'll get Hurricane Pike out. He still has the Aegis Immortal. Miracle inside the pit with the Stonegate. He's got more time to attack. PL can't do much when he gets gusted back for so long. Now Fly, he'll walk towards Raven, trying to get rid of that Death Ward. The Spirit will help to do that. He can move on to the next target. Aegis Immortal has triggered. PL wants to keep fighting here as the fight still split up. Find the other Titan, there's no tell on the high ground, but Cuckoo right behind it, nowhere to run, too maneuverable. TNC, they've taken 4, and once again they look for Miracle. Where's the stance? They don't exist. Raven and OG, they smoke up themselves, turn, drum charge. They want to find the opening now. Double obs it down for TNC. So with this axe in close, he'll break the smoke. A big call position, and he catches him. Nortel is flying the back line. Nortel, Hurricane Pike will save a Miracle. He tries to make the space here with the Chronosphere as well as the Stonegate. You've at least locked in 2, the splitter on the back line and Lifestealer. They've done the work here, TNC. With Cuckoo, they can go down, they can bring down Miracle, burn off all the mana, and there's nothing left. No buyback as well for this Medusa. They'll rip through the tier 1 and 2, maybe longer.
Well, Moon's death for this fight will look like it'll be a 4-on-4.
Oh, VS is going to join him. Yep, Server Ward, oh Demon, he plants the Obs Ward and then gets pushed back up the cliff while over on the other side of the river. Wishop's dying so quickly in the act, he gets the call against a Ranger in a bad position, couldn't force up himself out far enough, and then Raven pulls back out. He actually keeps Axe alive until Miracle with a split shot. How much of a tank is he? Not enough. The diffusal burning through all of the mana shield. And now TNC can safely take Roshan, while OG have 4 heroes.
The Ranger act just rinse and repeat.
N0tail having to gust on just illusions to push him back. And, well, Medusa turns on the Stone Gaze. Cuckoo is in fairly deep to try and focus on the support. Moon going to Chrono on the front line. He only finds the other Titan. The split does all the damage. This Chrono does practically nothing. TNC have taken minimal damage. In fact, they've killed off Crit. They're looking for a dieback on him. The illusions just keep going to work. Cuckoo's created the space. The bottom rack will drop. You're dead boy to kill off illusions. EG tanks it all. This should be the game right now. TNC, they are walked over. EG in game 1. A methodical, surgical killing of OG by TNC. The smiles on Demon, and rightly so. They played a superb game of Dota.
Yeah, they don't need to worry about the Drow Ranger. They often didn't ban it out in the group stage, and they have a lot of strategies prepared against Drow Ranger.
And you thought maybe OG would be able to have more of a push because the ET also slipped through. It's like OG was denied that initial tier 3 attack. Right between the Fog of War lines. So you can set up if you want to, but Fly will arrive, Crit will join, the Iron Shell, you put one onto the Ogre, you need to slow down the VS with a gust from the Pro Range, they push them back, Cold Arrows as well, keeping him away, but then the stun, Vengeful Spirit's gonna burn up the Iron Shell, but the Shallow Grave from Demon, perfect time, Crit will die, the VS gets back in range of the safety of the tier 1 tower, now it's Demon who's still in a little bit of trouble, he will finally drop, Fly looking for more stuns as Moon makes a break for the tree line, Fly, he needs more damage with the Iron Shell, he's almost got it, Raven needs to run, he's attracted the creep wave into the troll, the bat is there, and it's a double kill for Fly.
Wow, it's actually so hard to see the Ion Shell in the Ogre.
He solo killed the Huskar. It looks like it was the
They're waiting for Tiny. Tiny's gonna smoke in. It looks like he has Bloodlust, he has Shadow Blade. I don't believe TNC have any.
There's no sentries. There's no sentries down. They won't understand that N0tail's right on top from VS is in the tree line. Sons of Alba, they just toss the throw under the tier 1 tower. Darkseid wall, they're going to use the damage from that to find the kill. Still now Cuckoo. Life breaks up, back break Chrono, catching 3 on the back line. This will give TNC a chance. Cuckoo with a Shallow Grave. He'll stand his ground, but that will be brought down. OG, they may just have the sustain required to win this fight as they get the extra stun. 4 loss for TNC. Miracle arrives in the nick of time that they would slip in, but there it is. Agency Mortal goes the way of the Huskar.
However, they're isolated. 3 of them out on their own. Moon.
He puts down the wall. He'll get a couple of illusions. The life break forward from Cuckoo. N0tail is through the rear, however. Avalanche toss. Say goodbye to the Aegis Immortal Demon. Already used the Grave on himself. Still a couple of one-charters. Won't commit them. And now Cuckoo. Sam, he has to let the Chrono Sphere go when they're all outside of it. They can move over towards Moon. But then he still did. He wants to fight this one. Miracle's already got a triple kill. There's none of his steering chains up for another 1 second. No way to toss him forward. But he'll have his spirit up if he wants to jump towards the Faceless Void. Time Walk is off cooldown in 1 second time, and Miracle gets there. The Time Walk will allow him to get back at range of the tier 3. N0tail moved into that cover of the Silver Edge, walking right behind Cuckoo. There's no sentry wars, there's just the towers he'll have to rely on. And with a tether, he'll run in, Avalanche throwing Cuckoo back out again. It's a good chrono position for Sam, but he's still waiting for it. Now he gets it. The Shallow Grave will keep Huskar up. 4 hero Shimoji caught out. They try and swap into a safe position. Now he leads back in. Right on top of N0tail. Cuckoo can't total it, however. There's too many Iron Shells up. There's still a 1-for-1 trade-off. Make that 1 for 2. The Vengeful Spirit will fall as well. Miracle copy too much damage from this Drow Ranger. Very, very low. Faceless Void needs a time lock as well if you can find this kill over on Crit as the fight will separate. They're around the Ancients. The Slide of Fist. This will actually keep Miracle out of the fight for a little bit longer until Void moves over. Not in range for a punch. It's Crit down south. Miracle up north. He's turning around with the Spirit damage to the Slide of Fist. Demon's even so low. They shadow wave, but they bring down Miracle. And they'll bring down Crit as well. TNC repelling OG. And freeze it down. There's no one invising close. No observer wards as well.
It's hard to
And they,
relocate
oh wow,
it.
really? Raven just slipped around the side, almost to his farm, and the side of Fist Searing Chain didn't connect from Miracle. The chrono is up in 6 seconds. OG must be careful here. Might almost be worth it. She doesn't have Surge. You've only got Greaves up. Now, the tether forward. Crit does have relocate with a 3-man chrono. Sam hits it. Miracle wants to try and fight, but they're probably going to lose. Crit knows the Greaves, and the one charges. Raven finally gets it close enough to find the kill. The 2-for-1 trade-off, they move around the Darkseer wall. Miracle back in again. A double Searing Chain. They have enough. Tiny comes back in again too. Surged up, Iron Shell into Silver Edge. Where's that sentry? There are 2 of them down. He'll get the avalanche. The stun is there. Side of Fist. It is going to be enough damage to get through the face of Void, but the throws on the back line, peppering OG down.
Wow, what team fight coming out from TNC. That was like one of those chronos that you're afraid, like if you miss, you'll hit 0, but if you hit it, you get 3 of them. That was just what they needed to air TNC off, but without Miracle's name with the buyback.
The big wall! 3-man with the avalanche! Fly will arrive! They're buying time, still no Miracle! Ball back, he has not done it yet, he's waiting in timeout. Cuckoo will battle against Crit. The cheese will keep him alive, also giving the regeneration to No-Tail, who's hunting the backline, keeping the throw range aura off of Cuckoo. He turns, No-Tail will drop, but Miracle is alive once again. And maybe TNC don't want to fight. The blink from No-Tail, he gets away, still gusted up. He'll get back to the tier 3 tower. Miracle looking to make the space moon again with another jump pin. But it's Cuckoo, it's the Husker. You gotta fear him. Not to mention, fear Raven. That damage with a gust pushing Miracle away. The face is void on 30 lives. He'll time walk off the damage. Raven in the trees. No-Tail will finally get a kill onto a TNC member. And Miracle will make it twice. Faceless Void dropping. Both TNC players, they have buyback too. But that patience from OG not bringing Miracle back in. Is Husker actually out? He may go down. Tiny's right behind him. He'll end up hitting him. Doesn't actually break the blood. The Cuckoo will stand his ground. Demon moves over, giving the extra armor. Down No-Tail. Does he beat off more than he can chew? With a shallow grave, you bet your Nelly. They're gonna go through more. Cuckoo, life break up in 2 seconds time. Flies in the tree line, thrown down by the Scotty. Miracle gusted up. This could be huge if they can find him. Cuckoo, life break, he lost the vision. Miracle got it around the tree line. He'll blink himself down and TP out. They will not catch the Ember Spirit. On bottom lane, once again, the warning from TNC has been brilliant. They see the Tiny and the IO moving around, so Tiny, under the cover of Shadow Blade, he'll move up, he'll find Vengeful Spirit, he'll toss him, but then the Chrono moving down. Crit was able to find the kill, Moon backing, trying to keep the face boy out of the fight. Miracle joining in with a gun. It's on up for Raven. In fact, now it exposes Raven. They move over. Tiny doesn't have his Blink Dagger available. Void will instantly buy back. Even though Chrono is not a... Have ourselves a rapier. Onto the Ember Spirit. We almost hit the hour mark as TNC. They'll enter the mid. Do they go for a GG push? Yes, they are. They're attacking the T4 towers. Already to jump forward. Chris, if he comes now, that ball will it be enough? Cuckoo still there. The Chrono Spirit on 2. Cuckoo right next to it. No-Tail's gonna go down. No buyback. They're going for the T4. Ember down. The Rapier's gone. It's all dead. TNC done the impossible. 2-time major winners are gone. The Filipinos have eliminated OG. And they have done it. The dream, the reality.
Wow, look at them cheering in the booth. They have to be so incredibly happy with that win. And net worth does not matter that much anymore. Sam H with the Faceless Void hit 0 kills on him. But all of those Chronospheres on all of those cores, OG eliminated on day number 2 of TI6. Something